This here court matter we have before us is Laws Virtually, who is the complainer, and Diener, who is the one being accused of Laws. What was your case about? You didn't say.
I would like to present my case. This is a little short version of my charges. Diener is basically getting too big for her britches.
So this court case is about Laws is complaining about Diener being too big for her britches. So, Laws, you can call up your present your case and call up your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'd like to, if I can, adjust the format just a little bit. I'd like to make an opening statement and then have the defense also make an opening statement.
Proceed.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, we're here today for an important reason. You know, courts of law around this country exist for one reason and one reason only, so that justice can be done speedily. Today, I wish to bring a charge of being too big for her britches for Diener in VR. There are multiple occasions throughout the past years that I've known Diener in VR where she's taken on several there's several throughout the hold on, give me one more second. Over the past few years that I've known Diener in VR, she's taken on several high-profile positions in VR, and she's let us know about them. So my goal today is to charge Diener with being too big for her britches, get a judgment from this court, and lock her up. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. Defense, bring up your statement, opening statement for this case.
Your Honor, there are a couple ways I would like to meet these charges, these very serious charges. One of which is I think that we can safely prove that Diener doesn't have the rights and the responsibilities that she's being charged with. The second one is I think that we can safely show that the plaintiff has no credible evidence whatsoever. Thank you.
Okay. All right. The prosecution side. You have any witnesses?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor. I would like to call my first witness. I would like to call Good Soldier.
Please state your name for the court, for the record.
Mr. Good Soldier.
Okay, proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Good Soldier, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Excellent. I want to ask you a few questions, and I have to urge you that you are under oath for these questions, so please answer to the best of your ability.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Do you know the defendant in today's case?
We've known each other for several years. Yes.
Excellent. Let me ask you a question. Does she take on some responsibility in VR?
Amazing responsibilities, very high end.
Excellent. And does she let you know about those responsibilities?
Not all the time. Sometimes she'll make an announcement that she won't be around because she's doing these
Yes.
high end responsibilities. But most of the time, no. We just find out through conversation.
Excellent. Did you ever wonder why do we need to know if she's not going to be around?
Well, usually she's what we would call the king, the pin that holds us all together, the puzzle piece that completes the puzzle.
Oh, did she tell you that's what she is?
No, actually, you did. You said that we don't get to go anywhere until Diener decides.
I have no further questions for this witness.
All right. Defense, do you have anything to add to this?
No questions at this moment, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your
Mr.
Honor,
Lawson.
if I may rebut the cross-examination.
Proceed.
I remind you, Mr. Good Soldier, you are still under oath.
Thank you.
Don't you think it's funny that the defense attorney didn't have anything for you?
The defense attorney is a brilliant woman, and I'm sure she's formulating her plan of attack as we speak.
Is that so? Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Have you talked to the defendant, Diener, in the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 days?
Yes.
Excellent. Did you get any? Do you have any indication? Did she give you any indication that she was kind of going to control the flow of the night and the what we do in VR, and she was kind of the ring leader?
Not in the last couple of times, no.
So it has happened before.
Oh, absolutely. You've actually pointed it out on many occasions.
Excellent. And I think, obviously, we're to the point now where we're in court. So let me ask you a question. Who the hell do you think you are?
I think I'm a good soldier.
Order. You will not have that kind of language here in my court.
Okay, I'll rephrase it. Your Honor, I apologize.
Yes, sir.
I
Proceed.
apologize.
I accept your apology.
No problem. Who the hell does Diener think she is?
Oh, she's a high-end person, and she does high-end jobs.
Excellent.
Yes, yes. We have several very important people that we hang out with every night.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm. It's an honor to be part of the group.
I am going to go ahead and go back to my station, Judge. I have kind of gotten a little bit of I kind of feel a little sick.
Okay.
Bullshit.
Take some Tums.
Mr. Loss, I told you that not that kind of language in this court. Mr.
I
Good
apologize,
Soldier,
Judge.
Mr. Good Soldier, you can leave. Is there any other witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to call Hero.
Mr. Hero, come on up. Please state your name for the court.
My name is The Hero.
All right, Mr. Hero. Go ahead, Loss.
Mr. Hero, how are you doing today?
I'm great, Lost. Thanks for asking.
Excellent. Before we get started, what is that? What are you wearing? Can you show me exactly what you're wearing, real quick?
Sure, sure. Garments handed down throughout generations in my family.
Mr. Loss, he is not the one who's being accused here. So leave this part out of the court. You can go back, Mr. Hero.
Well, the hero. I think it goes without saying that you are dressed in an absolutely ridiculous fashion, but we will still continue on with this, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Excellent. Let me ask you this, hero. How long have you known the defendant, Diener?
A little less than a year.
Excellent. And you've been with the group for a little bit, and you've done little activities with us, little tips and trinkets, right?
Yeah, sure.
Excellent. And have you ever been left out of any activities because maybe somebody in the group forgot that you were with us?
On many occasions, actually, yes.
Yes.
So
Let
much
me ask
so,
you a question.
May I interrupt? I had to make
What's that?
merchandise. So much so, I had to make my own merchandise just to be remembered.
Yes, just so that they would remember you. Is that correct?
That's right. Maybe that explains
Yes.
my outfit.
Yes. Let me ask you a question. Did Diener, the defendant, was she ever one of the ones who forgot that you were in the room?
She's the only one, actually. Yeah.
Well, I certainly, from the bottom of my heart, apologize to you for the grief and sorrow that you're experiencing now.
Your Honor, I object.
All right, proceed.
It is highly inappropriate for Mr. Lost to apologize for a charge which has not yet been proven in this court.
Proceed. Go ahead, Mr. Loss.
Don't you tell me what's appropriate and what's not appropriate.
Mr. Loss, order in this court. Order in this court. That is my decision to decide this.
I apologize, Your Honor.
Apology accepted.
Hero, let's get back to, or the hero, excuse me. Let's get back to this here. Would you say that somebody who forgets when a person is there, forgets about them, and just continues on with their day, would you say that there's a chance that if they're not just simply forgetful, but they're too big for their britches?
I would say that would absolutely, most likely, probably be the case.
Absolutely, most likely, probably. Your Honor, I have no further questions.
Your Honor, I'd like to cross-examine the witness.
Come on, proceed. Proceed.
Mr. Hero, a couple of things. I'd like to establish that you've only been with the group a relatively short time. Would that be fair to say?
I would say no. I could have had a child since then.
Well, let me rephrase that. Of all the members of the group that are present, would you say that you've been here the shortest of the time?
Yes, I would agree.
Notwithstanding, I know that you're a central part to the group. And I do recall one incident which you may be thinking of where Diener apparently miscounted the number of people in the room. did she ever or did she not admit that that she called you by name, the person that she had forgotten?
I think you're misremembering. She specifically forgot all the Joes in the room.
I don't think I'm misremembering. I do think you're remembering a different incident, which I can't speak to. Putting that aside, would you agree that you've pretty much enjoyed the time you spent in the company of the group in question?
Yes, I would say that.
Would you agree that there have been times you've enjoyed the company of the group in question when Diener has not been present?
Yes, I would also agree.
No more questions for now, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, if I may rebut the cross-examination.
Proceed.
Mr. Hero, do you feel when you were left out in those different times, did you feel that nobody liked you?
Excuse me. I think everyone but Diener in the moment liked me.
Let me lay out a scenario for you, Hero.
Okay.
If I lined up 6 people here, if I lined up Yvonne, Good Soldier, Iris, and so on and so forth, and I lined up Diener there as well, do you think you could pick out the one with the big britches?
Absolutely. Absolutely, I could.
Objection, Your
You're
Honor.
the best.
All right.
I believe that the plaintiff is leading the witness and should stop asking such leading questions.
Mr. Loss, you can proceed. This is irrelevant to your case.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Judge. Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Mr. Loss, do not badger the defense. Just continue to answer your questions.
Mr. Hero, I thank you for coming out tonight. I thank you for giving your heartfelt opinions and your heartfelt recollections. I think you got a bright future ahead of you.
Thank you, sir.
And I will give you the $500 I promised you after court.
Thank you. Thank you.
Defense, do you have any witnesses that you can bring up?
Not at the moment, sir. Defense is satisfied to let the plaintiff continue with his questioning.
Okay, Mr. Loss, do you have any other witnesses in this?
Yes, I would like to bring up Louie.
So Louis, proceed to the bench.
Thank you.
State your name for the court.
My name is Louis in VR.
All right.
Louie in VR, it's great to see you tonight. I got to remind you that you are under oath,
Mm-hmm.
so you need to be truthful to the best of your ability. Can you think you can manage that?
Well, absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
Excellent. How long have you known the defendant?
15 years. I meant a little under 3 years. Little under 3.
Little under 3 years.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you 3 words.
All right.
I want you to tell me which word best describes the plaintiff.
All right.
Best describes. They could all describe her, but which one best describes her? Nice. Cordial. Big for her britches.
Objection, Your Honor.
Overruled.
Wow.
Proceed.
I'll have what he's having.
Your answer.
I'd say awesome. Was that one of the options there?
Let's try this one more time.
She's awesome.
I'm going to give you 3 words. Of the 3, you tell me which best describes the plaintiff.
All right. I'm gonna follow. Go.
Okay.
Give me the 3 words. Yeah.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Cordial.
Uh-huh.
Awesome, but too big for her britches.
Oh, wow. Well, I'd say she's awesome, but I don't know if I can agree with being too big for her britches. But she's big
That's
on
not
fun
what-
and adventure and kindness and trustworthiness and coolness, Wait, that's more than 3. Hold on.
You
Wait.
think you're the only one who could do air quotes?
I don't know, but I'm just following you. I'm following your lead here. Is that
What is that though? What are you? This is an air quote. What are you doing?
I'm doing this one.
There you.
See this?
Yeah. What is
this-
that one?
I made it up right now. I just invented it. This is the
Mr.
tweet.
Stick to the subject matter. Stick to the subject matter.
Mr. Edison. Can I call you Mr. Edison since you like to invent things on the fly?
Sure. If it's gonna help you, if any way I can help you, if calling me Mr. Edison would help you, then let's do it.
Excellent. Would you like to help me a little more?
How may I help you, sir?
Sure. You can start by telling me who the hell you think you are.
Me?
One more outburst like that, I will hold you in contempt of court.
I apologize, Your Honor. I am just the worst.
Oh.
And I'm working on it. I'm working to get better.
Finish your questioning. Finish your questioning.
Okay. We'll do it this way. This time.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
All righty.
What kind of positions in VR does the defendant hold? What official positions does she hold in VR?
Oh wow. She's a VIP. She's a self-starter. Self-starter. Yeah. She helps people in the community. She supports creators, and she's very kind and fun to be around.
Have you ever seen the show Creator Spotlight?
I can't say that I have.
Well, let me just fill the court in. Creator Spotlight was a failed show by the defendant who's too big for her britches and doesn't know who the hell you think you are and who the hell she thinks she is. And you know what? You're out of order. You're out of order, defense attorney over there giving me snide looks. I see you over there.
Mr. Loss, I'm giving you one more warning. That is it.
Nothing further for this witness.
And you know what? It's because he can't handle the truth.
Mr. Louis.
Hey.
Hey, I'm going to do something that you're probably not used to, and that's to ask you some actually objective questions by an attorney.
Oh, wow.
Well, basically, I have only one question.
Oh,
I'd like to establish first that you do know the defendant in several capacities, don't you?
well, yeah.
Um,
In
you
and
know
out
that
of
when the
edit mode.
defendant, would you agree that when the defendant has been invited to, for example, host a surprise show, um, that she has accepted the responsibility and fulfilled the responsibility? Would you agree?
I would agree. She's very dependable.
And that, for example, when she accepts the responsibility for, let's say, for example, leading world hops, that she fulfills that responsibility that she has formally accepted.
So I am assuming so. Yes, indeed.
No other
Indeed.
questions, Your Honor.
Okay, at this point right now, we are going to have our closing arguments for this case. And
Your Honor, if I may call, I've got two more witnesses, Your Honor. I apologize for the time, but can I have two more witnesses, Your Honor?
I'll let you have one more witness, and that's all I'm going to give you.
Okay. I'll call Yvonne J701 to the stand.
State your name for the course.
Yvonne J701.
Yvonne J701, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
That's a pretty hot little number you got on there.
Mr.
Thanks.
Loss, that
But I
is
think that's
irrelevant to this case.
inappropriate.
That is irrelevant to this
Apologize, Your Honor.
case.
I certainly apologize, Your Honor. I apologize. Do you know the defendant in this case?
I do.
How long have you known the defendant?
About 2.5 years.
Excellent. Let me just lay out a little scenario for you. The defendant has many, many activities that she does in VR and many, many, many friends. Among her activities, she's on the church board. She has a podcast. Is that correct?
Yes. Yep.
Excellent. She has, she creates worlds after worlds after worlds. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this. Is she in VR to do those things or to be our friend?
I think both. She does both very well.
That wasn't the question. It was an or statement. Is she doing either or?
She's doing both.
No, that's physically, scientifically impossible to do both of those things.
No, it's not, because she's my friend. She's one of my best friends in here. And she and I hang out and build together. We do the podcast together. We are both on the church board together. So we do a lot of things together.
Mr. Loss, I think a person can do both things in this situation. So your questioning there is irrelevant to this case.
Well, let me add one more thing into the scenario. If she can do both of those things, as you just said, then why, in Pete's sake, can't she determine what we're going to do from night to night for fun? Why do we always have to sit there for hours while she decides, hey, I think I want to world hop, or hey, I think I want to go roller skating, or hey, I think I want to go play improv, or hey, I think I want to go do a court case, or hey, this or this or this or this. Why do we have to wait and wait and wait? Well, Big Britches Bessie over there decides what she wants to do.
Well, to answer your question, we don't have to, because it doesn't all rely on Diener to decide what we're going to do. It's us as a group. We all kind of decide what we're going to do in the evening. And if we can't decide, then normally we do go to her for that, but it doesn't always fall on her.
I certainly apologize to you for giving you probably the simplest scenario of all time. And you're unable to understand it. Sorry, Judge. Who the hell do you think you are?
Well,
I heard
can tell
that.
you who
I
I'm
heard
not.
that, Mr. Loss, and I told that is it. You are done. Yvonne, you can go back to your seat.
Thank you,
See?
Your Honor.
Yes.
Your Honor, as far as a closing statement, I would like to say that the plaintiff has done an excellent job of doing my job for me, but I would like to call to the stand the defendant for the first time this evening for some questioning.
I will
demonstrate my
allow that.
closing-
After
my
that, we're
closing
going to
points.
have a closing statement.
Ms. Diener,
Yes.
I want to thank you for being awfully quiet tonight. Not sure I could have done the same in your circumstances.
I
We've
agree.
laid out tonight many of the roles that you've that you've assumed in the metaverse in all the time that we've known you. Do you have anything to add? Any of the roles, the official capacity roles that you have to add?
No,
that
I
you might
think
not
pretty
have
much everything was covered, but I think what I'm being prosecuted for is uncalled for and very immature by our plaintiff.
There is one role, and it's not a formal role, that we haven't really discussed in a formal way, and that is the role of group leader. And that role seems to have been assigned to you. Do you recall ever accepting in any formal capacity the role of group leader?
Absolutely
among the group
not.
in question?
No, I have never been approached for that. I have never agreed to that. I have never said I was that. But somehow, some way, it came onto me. And I am glad to help figure out what we are going to do some evenings.
For sure.
But it doesn't always fall on me. But the plaintiff is constantly saying he is in Diener purgatory if we don't decide what's going on, if I don't decide what's going on. And I believe that is extremely unfair.
Your Honor, I would just like to point out that I have known the defendant for over 3 years, and I can concur with everything that she's saying. Ms. Diener, you can sit down.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I think we've been looking at a matter of apples and oranges all night long. I think we've demonstrated that Ms. Diener, the defendant, has assumed many, many formal roles while spending her time in the metaverse, and that she's performed each one of them with distinction and responsibly. The one role that she's being charged with not performing with distinction and honorably, the role of group leader, is the one role that the plaintiff has yet to demonstrate she ever formally accepted. I'd like to formally ask Your Honor to dismiss the case in regards to the fact that the charges are bogus and aren't actually charges at all. Thank you.
Mr. Loss, bring up your closing statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. You know, this case has been a long one. We've gone through witnesses and witnesses. And all the witnesses have said the same thing. I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't know what you're talking about. I think you're a scumbag. These kind of things they've said to me. Your Honor, I may not have all the evidence to prove in this court of law that the plaintiff is guilty of being too big for her britches. But I can tell you this, Your Honor. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I can tell you this, Your Honor. The defendant is guilty in the eyes of everybody here when it comes to not making up her mind and being too big for her britches.
Objection, Your Honor. If it's even
All right,
necessary at this point. The remaining
I'm
charges
going
the
to
plaintiff makes are spurious and not even worth our time considering. Thank you.
All right, I am going to now bring my verdict. After, for as much time as we've been spending time and hearing both the plaintiff's arguments and the defense's arguments, I come to say and believe that this case is thrown out. I'm going with the defendant, that I think the defendant has done really no wrong. But the only thing I'm going to charge Ms. Diener with in this case would be $50 awarded to Mr. Hero for getting to leaving him out. And that is all I'm going to do. As far as all the other charges go, I think hearing the arguments from hearing the witnesses and what they were saying about it was a group effort, because there was more witnesses at least agreeing with that when whatever they wanted to do. And so if they didn't do it, they looked to her. So I have no problem with that. So if that's the case, then that's fine. But just in the case of Mr. Hero, she has to pay Mr. Hero $50 for that, for your pain and suffering, Mr. Hero. Sorry about that. That's it. The case is over.
We will appeal.
Oh, you will appeal. You will appeal, won't you? Aren't you going to appeal? Is that what you're going to do? Is you're going to be appealing? Shame on you.